Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. 58. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo. Type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. We're scoreless after 1. Haskins will throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3. Different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Smith now to throw. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Bryce Love getting his inaugural NFL carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 23.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On first down, here's Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Love. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's get off the field.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Smith, he's going to float this over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So we are at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Smith on first down. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Smith looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll run with Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's put that team on the phone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jonathan Allen providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw is Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards to pick up there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Smith. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Trey Quinn. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
I'm going to hit you all
Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game, and the last 2 years he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run at Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year, 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville, and all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wentz to throw again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Running to start the drive is Love. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Nikhil Roby brings him down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way Down inside the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Smith now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Smith going to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, that's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And here come the Redskins now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to So for Charles Davis and our entire